Welcome back to Kaori's Corner. Remember, it's always suggested by you, reviewed by me. And one of the things that was highly requested back in 2024 was the Alien series, the entire Alien universe. And so, of course, that was when Alien Romulus came out, which I will get to soon. So we're going to start in universe from the very beginning, which starts with let's say Avatar. It starts with Alien versus Predator, because Alien versus Predator in universe takes place in 2004. And watching this movie, I don't actually remember when it first came out, and I think I had only watched it maybe one time, maybe twice. I honestly could not tell you. What I could tell you was the first time I watched it, I didn't like it, and watching it again, I still don't like it. This movie is really, really bad, and just 15 minutes in, I can definitely see how it got a 20 on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, of course, it's about the Weyland Company, who has a satellite orbiting Earth, and they find a heat bloom in the fucking Antarctic. And when they do their little digital thermal scan, they find a temple underground or under the ice. And Charles Weyland assembles a team. Now, the team is Lex, who is, she's a mountaineering guide or whatever, so she knows how to trek that place. And then you have an archaeologist, and you have a bunch of mercenaries, but then you have somebody who literally does not need to be there, and that was the chemical engineer, Dr. Miller. Why is he there? And at one point during the debrief, when Weyland is giving them all of this information, he's like, oh, well, if you give me that, I can tell you how old it is. No, you can't. Did anybody do research on what chemical engineering actually is? Why is he there? There's absolutely no reason for him to be there. That was so weird, such a weird placement. And anyway, so Sanaa Lathan's character, Lex, says that she really doesn't want to go because they are not trained to go. They don't have time to be trained to go. And then when they get on the boat and she's about to leave, and he tells her that she has been replaced because she wants to leave, and he tells her his number 2 choice, she's like, he's not ready. He only has 2 seasons being out, he can't do this. And he's like, it's not really your concern anymore. But Dr. Miller and Sebastian, who is the archaeologist, convince her to stay. And she gets them to a abandoned whaling station or whatever, and they find a circular tunnel, perfect circular tunnel, that goes all the way down to the pyramid. They go down there while they are documenting everything and explaining kind of what's happening, where they're in a sacrificial chamber, and one of them activates the cryostasis chamber down below, which brings up the alien queen. It unfreezes her. This is really advanced stuff going on down there. It unfreezes her, and she immediately starts laying eggs, and they end up finding the weapons that the predators use to hunt these aliens that they have out there. And they use the humans as sacrifices, as hosts for the alien eggs, with the face huggers, leaving them in that sacrificial room. So all of the doors and walls end up going down, trapping them inside of this pyramid. The pyramid ends up changing itself, and the people who are stuck in that room are immediately attacked by face huggers, and several chest busters come out, and several aliens are just everywhere. The predators then come down because their hunt has started, and there's 3 of them, and they're doing a pretty good job. They're trying to get their weapons away from the humans, because human dumb people, they took things that they should not be taking. So essentially the predators are just trying to get the weapons. They don't really give a fuck, but y'all are in the way and y'all are firing at them, so now they have to kill you. So the predators are basically getting slaughtered at this point, because there's literally only 3 of them. And Sebastian and Lex come to this room where they are getting the information that they're looking for. Basically that the predators lured them down here with a trap. They're the ones who set off the heat bloom so that they could lure humans to this place because they are creating the perfect prey. And after the humans sacrifice themselves because they are the chosen ones and whatnot, that's when they begin. However, if the predators are losing and are overwhelmed, then they have basically a nuke that just destroys the entire place to make sure that the aliens don't go any further than where they are right now, which is actually a good plan until it isn't. So while they're trying to leave and maybe assist, because they come to the conclusion that they need to let the predator like win and help him do everything he can to win, they're trying to get out of that area, and he ends up getting taken, and she runs in to the very last one. I think it's Scar, and the last predator, and she helps him fight off the aliens. He's impressed with her. He makes her a weapon out of the aliens like body. So he gives her a spear and like a shield made out of the alien's head, which is actually kind of gross, but you know, whatever. And they go off fighting, of course, and she ends up having to mercy kill Sebastian because he was going to do it, but you know, she decided to do it. And he's like, you can't let them win. Like, you can't let the aliens out of here. They can't leave. And she's like, I know. So she mercy kills him. Then Scar kills the little chest buster that comes out. They end up fighting the alien. Bless you. They end up fighting the alien queen, and the alien queen mortally wounds Scar, and she ends up killing the alien queen. Then his people come to help him, or like take his body back, and he notices, or the leader of them notices, that Scar gave her a scar, like basically saying that she's a warrior, and gives her a spear. They leave, and on the ship, in his like little chamber that they have his dead body at, a Predalien pops out of his chest. Listen, there are several things wrong with this. One, Lex being given a spear and then not showing up at any other time, waste of time. The chemical engineer being there, a waste of a character, because then he still just ends up dying. Why is he there? The action between the predator and the alien, the predators and the aliens, was interesting. Honestly, and I understand like having the need for the human host and the human sacrifices. I do. I could have done without the people. Like, I wish they had all just died and it just been a fight between the aliens and the predators. But something tells me that they didn't know that there was going to be 5 of them, plus ones that were like already there, I guess. And they come every 100 years, so you know, and they don't leave any. They don't leave any alive except for the queen, where they cryogenically freeze her. I just feel like there was more potential in the story, and they kind of just like flattened it out. I am going to watch Alien vs. Predator 2 because it also takes place in 2004, so it's still the first 2 in universe for Alien. Alien Earth comes out in the summer of this year, so there's also that. I didn't like this. I didn't like this at all. This was not fun. And it wasn't interesting. Everybody was delivering their lines as if they really didn't care. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say about this, other than it definitely deserved that 21 that it got on Rotten Tomatoes. Definitely that. But you know, let me know what you guys think, and that is it. Remember, it's always suggested by you, reviewed by me. Bye.